Hey friends! My name is Desiree, aka Mama Friendly. I do all sorts of videos on my channel, cooking videos, vlogs, hauls, Disney content, homeschool content, a little bit of everything. So if any of that sounds like fun to you, I hope that you will subscribe and join me on my YouTube adventure. Now, as you can see, the vibe is super casual today. I was not planning to record today, but I just got this package in the mail and I was hoping to do an unboxing with you guys, or an enveloping as it were, because this is something very cool that I've been looking forward to getting for my son for a minute now. And as always, this is not sponsored, this is not gifted. I paid for this with my own money, and so any thoughts, opinions, etc. are my own, and you know that I'm going to be very, very honest because I always am. This is a GOALLY tablet. So you can see the spelling right there, G-O-A-L-L-Y. GOALLY tablets. You make the rules, we do the work. So basically this is in fact a tablet. But according to their own website, because I wasn't sure exactly how to describe this to you guys, so I just literally Googled what is GOALLY. GOALLY is a suite of apps, software, and tablets for children ages 2 to 10 that are designed to help them learn life skills and become more independent. It was developed by BCBAs, which are behavior therapists, clinical psychologists, and autism specialists to improve executive functioning. GOALLY does not have ads, stores, or a web browser. It does, however, include apps, video classes, chores, checklists, and a calendar, visual schedules, reminders, and social stories. So basically, it's a life tracking app for kiddos on the spectrum. Now it does say that it's meant for kiddos ages 2 to 10, but whenever we're looking at anything for children, period, not just children on the spectrum, but children, period, I prefer to look at those ranges more so for developmental age rather than chronological age. Some kids are ready for things earlier, some kids are a little later to come into a range, so to speak. For example, my son currently is 12 years old, but I still find that this is going to be completely appropriate for him to use. So the idea behind the apps on this tablet is meant to be to help teach and reinforce life skills. So it's not like a typical tablet where you get, you know, access to YouTube or access to video games or, you know, the ability to text with friends or what have you. The whole point of this tablet is to set goals for your kid, but approach them in a really fun way so that your kid wants to attain these goals. It teaches it in a way that's developmentally appropriate so that it's not too overwhelming, or so the explanations don't go straight over your kiddo's head and, you know, they're bored right off the bat because they don't even understand what it is they're supposed to be doing. And everything can be controlled through an app that the parent keeps on their phone. So you don't even have to be messing with the tablet itself necessarily. You can do things remotely, so kiddo always has the tablet with them, and the new goals are always popping up depending on what stage your child is developmentally at. So the box is a little worse for wear, but that's fine. It says, get ready in the morning fast. Everyone gets a full night's rest. We'll see about that. They obviously have not been in my house. And no more nagging, because I guess the idea is that you don't have to be on top of your kids to do X, Y, and Z. The tablet will remind them. And because it's not mommy and daddy reminding them, it's a little more fun. I don't know. Inside of the box, we've got this right here. So I'm going to take out piece by piece. First is the actual tablet, and these do come in different colors. So I picked the blue one, and so you see it's just a blue tablet with like an orangey blue situation here, like a protector. It's got this right here that's going to function. Oop, I better not do that wrong because I don't want to break it. Yeah, it functions as like a little stand, so to speak, but also as a handle for kiddo to walk around with it. And it's probably not going to turn on right away. I can see that it's definitely not iPad based, like it's not an iOS tablet, so it's probably more like a, I'm trying to turn it on and see if it'll work. If it comes with some, oh, it does come with some battery in it. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you first turn it on, if the ring light will allow us. There we are. See, so that's the home screen, I guess. So it says getgoally.com up in the corner. The other corner says GOALLY P2 tablet, which I'm assuming is the model that we've got. It's got Petey the Penguin down here, a rocket ship, gas station. So I'm imagining that each of these things are going to take us to a different part. Maybe. There's a tool thing. Here's Petey. Okay, nothing is actually happening when I press anything, so I'm assuming that there's, oh, okay, it says tablet is starting. So I don't know anything about this thing, you guys. Like I said, if this was something gifted to me or brand sort of deal, I'm sure they would have given me more information to start with to make sure I hit talking points or something. That's obviously not the case here. I'm opening this for the first time and I have no idea what any of this is about. So it also brings the charging cable and the charging block. It says connect to Wi-Fi. This will exit GOALLY temporarily for you to connect to Wi-Fi, which makes sense because I'm sure that this is on something like a guided access type thing. If you have iOS where the kiddo is not allowed to leave the apps or what have you so that they can not run off into browsers, etc., do things that they're not meant to be doing with it. Let me find my Wi-Fi password because I honestly don't know it. Okay, so now we are on Wi-Fi. I'm going back. It's going to check for updates. Okay, this is going to probably take a minute, but I wanted to let you guys know what comes in the box, which as you can see is not a whole lot at all. It comes with a tablet and basically the charger. So I'm going to let it do its updates. I'm going to finish setting it up, and I'm hoping that I can come back soon with some sort of a review of the tablet itself and show you guys what parts of it we're using, maybe what parts of it don't work for us. I'm hoping it all works for us, honestly, but you never know. And also maybe to let you guys know how my kiddo is doing with it and if we've seen any improvements as far as his like day-to-day life skills. So now that you've seen the unboxing part, stick around for the review, I guess. So I just went in here and I messed around a little bit with the morning and nighttime settings. You can add other settings, like for example, you can tell him to clean his room. You could tell him obviously use the toilet. There's all sorts of different ones that are pre-built in so that you can just add them if they apply. If they don't apply, you can make your own, or you can adjust these as needed so that they make sense for you and your family. But for the morning one, I was able to select what time I want it to start, how long I want the whole thing to last, how many reward points he's going to get, because the reward points can then be translated to game time, video time. There's all sorts of apps within the tablet. There's other things that are going to automatically like join in the situation, like his routine recap so that he gets used to the schedule, what the weather's like today so that it'll help him like decide what he's going to wear and so on. And then I've got here stuff that he's going to do first thing in the morning, and then a duration. It doesn't have to be 20 minutes, obviously. I put a minimum of 0 so that if he's done right away, he can just skip it. Because I actually tried a few days ago to skip a routine before I had tweaked them and tweaked the things he was doing and for how long and so on. There was one that just did not apply during the bedtime thing, so I tried to skip it, and after a couple skips, it asks me, hey, are you sure that you're doing that thing and that you're not cheating? So I thought that was pretty funny. But that's our morning routine right there. So our evening routine I actually messed around with a lot because there's a lot more to it. So I also changed the order of some things. See, so that's all the things he's got to do. You could always add more stuff if you want to, but I think that that's plenty. And so I guess we're gonna take it for a ride for a week or so, and I'll let you guys know how he's doing with it. Yeah, it's got my little setup tasks here, so apparently I still have a ways to go as far as programming. These are all the things that are built into the situation. So it's got like a Tamagotchi thing, which is pretty cool. Video classes for life skills, I love that. We go into the fun and motor section. It's got a bunch of games, puzzles, little balloon popping situation. We have a talker, a built-in AAC, which is awesome. Word Lab, Moose Reading, so that's actually an educational app that comes with it. And then there's an academics folder as well. So we have Khan Academy, Starfall, which we've used before with some success, Moose Math, we've got access to PBS videos and games. So it's very cool. It's a lot of stuff that you can do here, and then you can just have him play with this whenever he wants, or you can set it so that he has to earn access to it by gaining those rewards by doing his routines. I was about to wrap up the video, but I thought I'd show you guys a couple more things on the tablet itself. Keep in mind, I'm not used to this kind of tablet, and so that's definitely affecting my experience using it. I'm not loving the interface, and that might just be a me problem. I wanted to show you the life skills video, but I have to tell you guys also, this is not, I think, to do with my inexperience with the type of tablet. I think it might be the tablet itself, but the app crashes a lot. And actually, the rewards, I'll show you those in a second as well. We're finding that the gaming apps and the video apps that the child can earn as a reward also have a tendency to crash. And that is a problem, because how rewarding is it really if you work hard to earn points, you cash those points in for access to a video, and then the video crashes? Not very motivating, right? I reached out in the GOALLY Facebook parents group. You get invited to a private Facebook group when you get your GOALLY, and it's meant to be to like share about what happens with your, how you're using your device with your child and so on. And I went on there to say, hey, I'm having this issue where the stuff keeps crashing. Is anybody else having this issue? And rather than any parents telling me about their experience, or even the admins themselves saying, oh, that's interesting, let's talk about it, they deleted my post and then sent me a private email. I hadn't disclosed my email, so they had to have looked me up and said, hey, that doesn't seem right. It must be that your thing needs updating or something. So I did, I updated it, and it's still happening, I think. So before I go into the life skill ones, these are the apps for the life skills. These are the games, language skills, and then academics down here. So the ones in particular that I've tried using are Starfall, because my son is already familiar with Starfall and he likes it.
Starfall, where children have fun learning.
And so I'm just going to go in here and we'll pick, I don't know, that one. And let's just pick whichever we'll think. This is already going much better than it's gone before.
Hen nests in a pen.
Yeah, so now it seems to be working out fine. So I'll go ahead and I'll take that. That's good. We want it to work, right? Then the other one I tried using was PBS Games, because they have a Peg plus Cat game. And my son is, especially lately, really into Peg plus Cat. So I'm going to scroll here until I find Peg. There she is. And the game we tried to play was the Chicken Coop. It's going faster. I appreciate that. We're definitely seeing some improvement since the last time I attempted this. So we did get this far last, see, and now it crashed. So there you go. Did they fix it entirely? Obviously not really, but that's something, huh? And then up here, I think is where you find it.
And here we go.
Yikes. Here we go. Where? What is this? Where are we going? Oh, what is the Declaration of Independence? Okay, I wasn't trying to click that. I was trying to actually click this.
And here we go.
Okay, then I guess I was trying to go somewhere else with it, but I guess not. Well, let me go back into the all apps, and there are supposed to be videos on this that teach you life skills. Like I saw one earlier pop up there in the corner that was like, how to know when you have to use the bathroom. Not necessarily relevant for everybody, but that's the sort of thing I'd like my son to watch. I just don't know how I'm meant to access those. Maybe Copilot? Oh, Copilot is actually where you do your visual schedules, your routines. So we're not going to use that right now.
Be sure to always try and do the best you can.
Okay. I don't understand this whatsoever. I think that just generally, again, I'm not going to take away from the fact that I don't know what I'm doing with this particular device. And so it cannot be understated that I might just be missing the point because I'm unfamiliar with all this. But it really feels like there's something missing here. So I've gone ahead and found the PIP Academy, PIP Academy. I'm not sure what that stands for, but this is, I'm assuming, where we find all of our life skills type stuff, because this is where I'm finding all of the informational and educational type videos. Let's click on hygiene just because I want to see if that's, like what are germs, the immune system, and that's it. Okay, that's not as helpful as I thought it was going to be. Learning. Let's watch a learning video about learning. And it's not giving me anything. Okay. Academics. That's more, oh, I see, because it's adding to it. But if I go into learning, the only thing that it adds is United Kingdom for kids. Fantastic. Communication. Punctuation marks. What is a verb? Adjectives. Okay, so this appears to be actually academics as opposed to life skills. So there's all the categories there. There doesn't seem to be much of anything, really. Very few videos in every category and not a whole lot of categories. There is a talker, but we have our own talker, our own standalone device. So
Help.
I don't know how much use we would get out of it, but if you don't have your own talker, then I see that could be helpful.
Here we go.
They have this chill zone feature that gives you videos that you can watch just to kind of relax. So I went into the sensory one because I figured that's the one that my son would likeliest want to see, and it's like traffic. Traffic for I don't know how long. Vehicles, ASMR, but again, it's like there's 8 videos in the entire thing. Songs. This I thought was interesting. So they have all sorts of songs. This is great if your child does not have access to YouTube. You know, this could be an alternative. But then if you go into cartoons, they have all of these. Look at this. Assault and Flattery with Popeye. Betty Boop. They have Bugs Bunny, but like the original, like 1940s Bugs Bunny. These are really, really old, really outdated cartoons that are not relevant anymore, but also a lot of them, we've stopped watching them because they like show smoking, show violence, show a bunch of stuff that you don't necessarily want your child, you know, involved in. And so that's interesting that that's what they chose to put in here. They have a whole category for trains, which feels a little on the nose to me because I feel like it's very cliche to assume that all people that are autistic are into trains, but maybe enough of them are where it made sense to do a category. So yeah, I feel like generally this was a great idea. I love the idea of it teaching him about, like, with the visual schedules, step by step of doing things, his step by step for his bedtime routine, and I'm going to continue to explore that feature and create step by steps for, say, putting his laundry away or loading the dishwasher, things like that. I feel like that feature in particular is going to be the one that we most use and the one that's going to be most helpful to us. But I don't know if these things are motivating enough for my son when they do work, because sometimes they don't work, as you've witnessed. And just generally, I don't know. I find that, like I said, it's a good idea, but the execution is a little rough. I think it needs to be reworked a ton. I understand that it could be difficult to secure IPs that are more interesting and relevant to children today to make it more motivating and more exciting to complete the tasks and gain the rewards. But I feel like that's definitely something that needs to be revisited, because 100-year-old Looney Tunes probably not super motivating for kids in Gen Alpha. All that being said, I don't know if I'd recommend this item, honestly. We already have it, so we are going to use it to the best of our ability. But as it currently stands, I don't know if it's something that I would say, you know what, every family needs one of these. I think everyone should go out and get one. That's my honest review of it as it stands. As we continue to use it, I might do a follow-up video and let you guys know how I feel about it. See, like, this is a great example of a video that I'd like to be able to access
Get your pickaxe ready
all
to
the
chip
time.
away on some goals with me and Carvin the Canary.
Today, we are going to learn how to clean your nose the right way.
I'm going to reach out on Facebook again to figure out how I can access these types of videos more easily rather than just waiting for them to pop up on their own, because I feel like these kinds of videos will be helpful to my son.
This is important.
It's hard to say in a blanket statement, this item will be great for kids on the spectrum, or this item will be great for kids with special needs, because every child is different and every child is going to be motivated by different things. So again, would I recommend it? I don't know. I definitely think it's worth looking into, doing your own research, asking other people for their opinions now that you have mine, and getting as much info as you can before spending the money. But it could definitely be very helpful for your child depending on what motivates them and how they follow instructions best.
I should get a tissue to clean
If you're visually motivated, if you like pictures, if you like videos, then this could be great for you. So I think that's going to do it for me for this video. I feel like it was a little bit all over the place, but that's kind of how my experience with the device has been as well, so it's pretty appropriate. I hope I'm able to come back to you guys sometime soon with an update on how we're navigating it and if they've made any changes to the device in terms of videos, or maybe the app's working all the time, etc. But in the meantime, if there's any specific question I could answer about my experience with the device, let me know in the comments. And you could always check out their YouTube channel as well. GOALLY has their own YouTube channel. Maybe reach out through the website and ask whatever questions you might have to determine if this product is for you. But I hope you found this video helpful, and I want to thank you so much for being here and watching it. Please give it a thumbs up before you leave. I'd also love it if you would subscribe and click the notification bell before you go, because I post at least 3 times a week and I wouldn't want you to miss a minute. Thanks so much again for watching. Bye.